Welcome to Steve Reno's Magic School, and today we're going to do a little bit more storytelling, okay? So this is the story of this raging river, and on each side of the raging river there were a kingdom, and on this side there was a beautiful princess, and on this side there was a handsome prince, and they'd known each other since they were little kids, and as they grew up they fell in love. But this raging river was so wide that nobody had ever been able to swim from one side all the way to the other. But then the princess one day had an idea. She thought if they dove in together, they'd be able to meet in the middle because they wouldn't be tired, and then they'd be able to swim to one side or the other. So here we go. There's the raging river on a really big wave from his side. The prince dove in. And then from her side, she had an idea. She got a life preserver and she jumped into the water with the life preserver ahead of her so she would keep her hands on it. And there they are, both of them in this raging river, flying around, trying to come closer and closer to each other. And the question is, do you think they got together? Are you a romantic? Here we go. There you go. And they lived happily ever after. How'd you like to be able to do that magical story? Alright, so here is the secret. It's a self-working trick. It means that if you get the things set up right, it'll do the magic by itself, alright? And it is a classic magic. It's just the paper clips on the bill trick, okay? But I thought, if you tell a story, the audience will get more involved and it'll be more fun at the end whenever the paper clips come together. It's a love story, okay? Alright, so what you need, I use a bill. I used to use Canadian bills until they made them out of plastic, and then they don't work so well. But this is a Canadian Tire money. If you don't want to use money, you can just grab some paper and get it to be about the same size. This is a little short, but it would still work. And then you want to fold it in half. And you'll need some paper clips, right? I'm using the bigger ones. It'll still work with the smaller ones if you have them. And you need a life preserver. That's right, this is an elastic. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a Z or a Z fold or an S, depending on which way you're looking at it. Okay? So what you do is first you do this side, like that. And then right here, you're going to put one paper clip. Alright? And let it stick out a little ways. Alright? Now, so that was, say, the bottom of the S, and then you're going to come up this way. Now, you don't have to use this life preserver. If you wanted to make the paper clips jump straight up into the air, just use the paper clip. They'll still link together, and then they'll shoot up in the air. I just like the idea that it keeps it all contained in one spot. So, what you're going to do is you're going to put on the open side, right in the middle, and now if you look, you've just made your top of your S, and right in that hole, that's where you're going to put the paper clip. So it's going to go from the outside into the hole. Alright? So when you're done, you know you've got it right when you've got one paper clip showing on each side, and it should be going into the holes. Okay? Now all you have to do now, see, this is self-working, now it's done. If you get it on here right, you just pull this really quick and the paper clips are going to link together. Okay? And in this case, they also link onto the elastic and it all sits down here. Wham! Like that. Okay? So practice this and the story. You don't have to use my story, of course. You can use whatever story you want. Or you can just say, hey, it's a paper clip in the bill, and just do it without a story. But I think the story makes it more interesting to watch, okay? When the paper clips come together, it's because of love. Alright? So practice, because practice makes, that's right, magic.